Top Notch Teacher is sponsored by Viterbo University and Dahl Honda.
Our Top Notch Teacher tour makes a stop in Vernon County, where one man has been Mr. Dependable for a quarter of a century and counting. Farge Middle School teacher Curt Chroninger enjoys the creative environment the classroom can bring. Whether he's covering social studies or math, young minds are always at work.
Them finding a different way to get to the right answer.
Curt's overseen that learning process in Farge for 25 years. When you're in one place that long, you teach literal generations of families.
It's kind of strange sitting across the table during parent-teacher conferences when you know, hey, I had this kid in class at one point, and then I think, boy, I'm getting really old.
But his work ethic makes it seem like he's fresh on the job.
Whether I ask him to take on an overload for an extra class, during an afternoon break, he's taken his sixth graders out to set up the football field for a football game. He's piloting a math series this year for me. He just kind of, he's not afraid to take on whatever you ask of him as a teacher.
He's found purpose in the classroom, something he wasn't sure he'd find as a high schooler in Westby.
Wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I had one great teacher who, he asked me my senior year, what are you doing next year? Where are you going to college? And I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to college. And he took me out of the class right then, and he took me down to the guidance office, and he said, we're going to pick out a college and at least find a place for you to start.
That conversation got him to Winona State and eventually Farge. Curt is now channeling that conversation into a new effort this year, introducing his students to local businesses.
Trying to get kids thinking about careers and what they need to do to get to where they want to be in the future.
He says the younger that process can start, the more knowledge those kids can have when it comes to decision time. Another way Curt Chroninger can give back to a community he's happy to call home.
When I first started here, I thought I would be here 1 or 2 and then move on to something bigger and better. And I've seen bigger, I just haven't found better yet. We have a lot of great people here.
Now, those business field trips are a mix of visiting actual storefronts or having some local leaders come in and chat with his students.